Hey Horns, welcome to today's episode of Corona Band at Salem Junior High School. We're going to go through Star Wars, The Force Awakens. The first thing I wanted to address in this is triplets. We see them in a lot of places at the beginning of this piece, so I wanted to make sure you're clear on how those work. They're called triplets because there's 3 counts within one. So if I'm counting along at this pace, 1-a-lit, 2-a-lit, 3-a-lit, 4-a-lit, 1-a-lit, 2-a-lit, 3-a-lit, 4-a-lit. Notice how there's 3 syllables within the one count. Also, I keep track of where I'm at in my measure by saying 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we would do for 4/4 setup. So keep that in mind as you work through anything with triplets in this. For example, measure 2, the triplets are on count 2 and count 4. So I'm thinking 1, 2-a-lit, 3, 4-a-lit, 1, 2-a-lit, 3, 4-a-lit, okay? So watch out for that. Next is some articulation notes. So in measure 18, you have a whole measure of these slur 2, slur 2, slur 2, slur 2 eighth notes. We want to make sure we're thinking tia, 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 tonguing the front of each one of those first in the group of 2 eighth notes. That's going to sound like this. Let me make sure I get the right note to start that D flat. That low D flat being 1 and 2. Tia, 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 ta. Space between each one. Tia, 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 ta. Not a ton of space, we're just lifting, okay? The next thing is articulation in March of the Resistance. And I will say the tempo that the recording goes for March of the Resistance is slower than what I would like to do when we perform it. So take note of that. Work it up to tempo of the recording, and if you have that, you can push yourself. Turn the recording off and try and go faster. Set the metronome like 10, 15 beats faster than what the recording is. A few tricky intervals in this tune. So measure 19, you have a C to a B flat. So you want to hear that and make sure you're getting that. Measure 6, you got B flat to E flat. So I wanted to make that skip a little bigger than what it actually is. So make sure you play B flat to E flat. And you're getting those skips where they're supposed to be. Measure 52, C sharp to B flat. Make sure you're getting that interval as well. So I got my C sharp there to my B flat. Okay, so those are all the tips I have for you in Star Wars, The Force Awakens. Let's go ahead and play through the whole song. Okay, so I was a little unclear on some of the pitches from 45 to the end. Just want to make sure we get those right. So measure 45, you have an E flat. There's your E flat. 1. So make sure you're getting those two, E flat to G, where they need to happen. Okay? Thanks for watching, horns. Happy playing at home.